Liberia, the world. Today is Friday, the 15th of March, 2024. I am Vafli Kamara presenting. In the headlines, President Joseph Boakai charges Assets Recovery Task Force to be uncompromising in the discharge of their duties.
These friendships and relationships, they're not going to help this country unless people are committed.
Chinese government to commence phase 2 of LBS refurbishment and expansion project soon. Misa outbreak hits Grand Jida County, affecting Shien, Putu, and Konobo districts. And away from home, Senegalese authorities free major opposition leaders from prison days before the country's presidential elections. These and many more stories, including sports, the weather reports, are coming up. First, Emmanuel Colley and the news bulletin.
President Joseph Boakai has promised unwavering support to the newly constituted Assets Recovery and Property Retrieval Task Force. President Boakai made a renewed commitment Thursday when he gave the charge of order and commissioned the task force headed by Councillor Edwin Clark-Martin. The Liberian leader admonished the team to be steadfast and uncompromising in the discharge of their duty in the interests of the country.
Every assignment you have is giving you an opportunity to build that good country. We all got friends, we have relationships, but these friendships and relationships, they're not going to help this country unless people are committed.
For his part, the team's chairman, Councillor Edwin Clark-Martin, promised to execute their mandate without fear or favor. He then assured the president that no one will be wrongfully accused, ensuring due diligence is followed to the letter. Phase 2 of the Liberia Broadcasting System refurbishment and expansion project is set to kick off soon. Chinese ambassador to Liberia Yan Chi-won announced of government's readiness to commence the project during a meeting with LBS Bochia Information Minister Jerry Lemekpia. Ambassador Yan said an advanced team is due in Liberia this week to work out modalities with the LBS management on the commencement of the project. In response, Information Minister Jerry Lemekpia expressed delight over China's continuous assistance to Liberia, assisting the LBS and the government to adequately propagate its messages, programs, and achievements to the public. The MACAT boss then reaffirmed the Liberian government's commitment to the One China policy, the pillar of China-Liberia diplomatic relation and friendship. The Grand Jida County Health Team is reporting an outbreak of measles in several parts of the county. Grand Jida County Health Team Surveillance Officer Sylvester Toh made the disclosure recently during an Incident Management System meeting in Zoejo. A correspondent quoting Mr. Toh named Konobo, Chen, and Putu districts as areas affected by the measles outbreak so far. In Konobo, Mr. Toh stated that a total of 33 suspected cases have been reported, while 4 confirmed at a health center in the area. The Grand Jida County Health Team Surveillance Officer told the IMS meeting that Chien District accounts for 9 confirmed cases with patients on ongoing treatment. Meanwhile, the county health team in Grand Jida County has intensified the vaccination campaign at all affected areas in the county. New GSA Director General Galakpa Kotima has committed to improving services at the entity. Mr. Kotima said his administration will work to improve the welfare and livelihood of employees of the General Services Agency. He added an effective and efficient workforce is an enabler to achieving desired goals.
As your Director General, I and my deputies will work with you to ensure that your welfare and livelihood are improved. This requires a collaborative effort from all of us as we work together for the betterment of the General Services Agency and in our nation at large.
Mr. Kotima was speaking Thursday when he officially took over the mantle of authority as Director General of the General Services Agency, the GSA. The former Lofa County Superintendent said his team is well prepared to retrieve all government properties and assets as part of his statutory mandate. The Senate has confirmed 162 presidential nominees to various positions in government. The positions include ministers, deputies, assistants, commissioners, and director generals, among others. The disclosure was made by Senate Pro Tem Yombli Kanga Lawrence on Capitol Hill Thursday during the adjournment of the first constituency break of the legislature. Pro Tem Lawrence added that during the first quarter of the 55th legislature, several legislative instruments were carefully examined. The Grand Bassa County Senator noted during the break, committees are authorized to conduct committee functions where necessary until the resumption of active legislative work on May 10 this year. At the same time, Senate Pro Tem Emeritus Abbott Shea has graded the Bwaka-led administration 80% in its first 50 days. The CDC lawmaker said the government in general scored low points in the way in which they handled the protest staged by wiser AFL personnel. He also mentioned the unfortunate deaths and injuries which occurred at Kinjoy and the destruction of properties of the mining company in Grand Jide, that's Grand Cape Mount County.
It is too soon, but there was few missteps and few issues of governance, some of which I flagged. So if you ask me what grade I would give the government, because today marks its first 50 days, I would give it a grade of 80%.
The former Senate Pro Tem also called on the President to revisit Executive Order 126 establishing the Office of Asset Recovery. The Grand Crew County Senator noted that a task force should be implemented by the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission or the Ministry of Justice as established by law. And the National Elections Commission has concluded a one-day stakeholders engagement meeting with citizens in Lower Bond County. NEC Director of Field Coordination Dede Pusa said the exercise was intended to get feedback from the public about the 2023 presidential and legislative elections. Madam Pusa told ELBC the initiative is crucial as the feedbacks will give the Commission or will enable the Commission to make informed decisions in the future. Meanwhile, participants of the engagement meeting have called on NEC to put in place measures to stop choking during future elections.
Emmanuel Cody there with the news bulletin. You are listening to Newsline on ELBC Radio. And one of the